Next, in 2 weeks' time, the Flying Scotsman will mark the reopening of the Carlisle to Settle railway line, which has been closed following a massive landslide last year. The affected stretch at Eden Brows between Armithwaite and Carlisle has caused major disruption for people who use the world-famous route.
Today, Network Rail invited us to look at the repair work they've carried out before the culmination of a complex and challenging project. Hannah McNulty reports.
To get to the damaged section of line, we have to travel for a mile on temporary roads built to bring in the manpower and the machinery for a huge engineering project on a remote hillside. With 2 weeks to go until the reopening, the new track is laid, the new wall is built, and now the final touches are being added.
It's been extremely challenging. It's been one of the most complex projects I've ever been involved in, purely due to its location. We've got the River Eden, the base of the embankment. It's got poor access. We're in a rural location, and obviously the weather has been extremely challenging over the winter months.
It was after weeks of bad weather that in February last year the ground gave way. A 500,000-ton landslide pushed the line out by several metres. Most of the debris has been removed, but at the bottom of the hill, remnants still lie in the River Eden. Work is due to be finished on time and on budget. It's taken 200 workers 13 months at a cost of £23 million. To reinstate but also reinforce this stretch of the track took 6,000 tonnes of concrete and also 226 steel piles driven into the ground to attach the track to the hillside. Given the problems of working in this remote spot, it's hoped it will last for more than a century.
We've undertaken detailed design. We've had 2 designers on board, and it's also gone through the approval process of Network Rail to ensure that this design is at least 120 years a minimum going to be able to, before it needs any renewals whatsoever. So it's a substantial design that's been put in place.
So it's weatherproof, if you like?
Absolutely weatherproof. There still might be some failures of the embankments and surrounding areas, but this section of track is not going anywhere for a very long time.
On March the 31st, the clouds of dust will be replaced by steam as the Flying Scotsman travels the whole 72-mile route to celebrate its reopening. A big occasion for all of those who use and love this railway line. Hannah McNulty, ITV News, near Armithwaite.
And the effects of last winter's flooding continue to be felt. A new report says that so-called natural defences are not necessarily effective. The study from the Royal Society says measures such as planting trees are not a silver bullet for preventing floods. They say such schemes do have a role to play, but there's no evidence they will prevent severe flooding like that caused by Storm Desmond in 2015.